Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ravi Pillai. I run business development for a company called WotchIt. Forgive my fake Batman Age of Ultron voice. I've been sick for a few days now. WotchIt is a very cool cloud-based video creation tool which allows anyone, creators, bloggers, enterprise individuals, anyone to create video in a very, very short period of time. We believe when you get used to the tool, you can create video in under 10 minutes. There are a lot of video creation tools out there. This is certainly one of them, much improved we think, but the kicker is we provide the creator with rights-cleared, license-free content from Reuters, Getty, AP, Corbis, Storyful, soon to be Bloomberg, and a whole bunch of other sources for free. So the idea is we give you a really cool tool to create video, and you get all of the images and clips and video, whatever's available out there in real time. So the system gets updated every few seconds. In real time, you get access to all the. So let's say you're doing a video about Hillary Clinton or ISIS or Kim Kardashian or whatever you're creating. You'll have all the images and clips available to you. Jim, this is Jim Louderback. He is an advisor and brand evangelist for the company. He's a brilliant, video guru. He's the former CEO of the company called Revision3, which was acquired by Discovery, and he was the GM of Discovery for a video for a while, among many, many other things. Jim's going to do a demo because he's brilliant at it, and once we get through that, you'll see how easy it is, and then we can take questions.
So I'll take you through a demo, and there are certain times you're going to have to vamp. So Ravi will be vamping in the middle of it. I just want to show you something. This will allow you to make a WordPress video for anything you've got on WordPress, any blog post. Now, some things work a little better than others, but really it gives you that ability to quickly create something based on a post you put on WordPress. So this is my WordPress blog. It's not a great blog, but it's a blog. And I've got a bunch of posts on there, including this one, What's Wrong with Lenovo. Yes, I'm using a ThinkPad. I'm still using a ThinkPad, but there are issues. So this is WotchIt, and I'll show you what I did. Now, I just preloaded this, just so you know. I'm going to do this without a net. But I just went in, I put the URL of my story right there, Loderback.com, What's Wrong with Lenovo. Hit the go button, it grabbed the headline, it grabbed the story content, and then if you hit that button that says generate voiceover text, it'll basically copy the first couple paragraphs down. That's not really the best video, so I rewrote it a little bit to make it nice and short. It will add some key tags when you do that. I put some more in here, and I'm gonna hit the button produce it, and what it's gonna do when I do this is it's gonna go out to all the sources that Ravi talked about. AP, Reuters, Storyful, Getty Images, Corbis, and grab video and still images that'll make this a great video, and it'll make it really easy for me to put it together. Now, if you were to do this yourself, I'm gonna sound like the Ronco Instamatic guy here, you would spend hundreds of dollars for every video and hundreds of dollars for every image. But when we do it, and we do it for you here, it costs how much, Ravi?
Nothing.
It's free. So with this new version that's been launched, and the interface, by the way, is not wonderful. It will be better in about a month. We're spending a lot of time with these guys, with WotchIt, to help them make it a better product, but it all works right now. So there is a free version. So when you create a video, you essentially get a YouTube URL that you can use to embed in your WordPress blog. When you, or anywhere else. In the very near future, there'll be a very, very small pricing model, maybe $2 a video, that'll allow you to grab that video and put it anywhere you want. So you can put it on your own YouTube channel, you can put it really anywhere. So
essentially anywhere, and then run ads against it, or just show it, or distribute it, whatever you want. Right now, we've just opened the platform literally a couple of weeks ago.
it is still in beta.
It's very, very early, but this will be different in a month. That's why it's a free version for creators to go test it, give us feedback. But whatever videos you create, even now, they're yours via YouTube. So.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for it to select videos. It takes up to 30 seconds. So this is what happens when you do it without a net. There we go. I'm going to hit the start button. Now what it's going to do here is it's going to bring me to an interface where all the media that it's found is right there. And it'll allow me to pick different videos and images that I'll use to illustrate my story. Now there are a couple of different areas here. Actuality, these are news-oriented videos. This is B-roll. There's not a lot of news because, frankly, this isn't a news story. There's B-roll, there's creative, it goes out and finds cool images that may go with my story. Infographics, this is actually really cool. I can take my website itself and add it in. I can do a bunch of different pages here. I can do a Lenovo stock chart, which is kind of cool. I can do an IBM stock chart. I can do maps. Found a couple maps for me, which let me see if I can figure out. Hey, it's got a map of China, which is something that I want to add. Let me go back to, and my gallery. I could actually use my own things that I've uploaded. Had I pre-prepped this, I would have uploaded a bunch of pictures of Lenovo notebooks and ThinkPads and my big red Lenovo with a line through it, but I wasn't smart enough to do that. So I'm not going to use any of my pictures here. All right, I'm going to use the puppy dog and the kitty cat, just because I think it's cute. So let's go back to B-roll. Here I've got, you remember all my tags, Lenovo, ThinkPad, IBM, etc. Well, for each of those tags, there's B-roll. And I like, let's see, oh look, there's B-roll. There's some, let's see, good computer stuff. I like that. Now, I'm just picking up images right now. I haven't done anything with video, just because I have a relatively simplistic story. But let's go back to my B-roll. I'm going to pull in and see if I got anything else here. I did have the word piss in there.
What's B-roll?
Oh, I'm sorry. So there are a couple of different types of video you can bring in. There's video of somebody talking. So it's a clip of perhaps the CEO of Lenovo saying something. That's standard. That's called A-roll. Then, as you talk about something, I'll voice my story, I want pictures to run while I'm talking that aren't of me. A picture of somebody doing a scan of Lenovo headquarters, or a video that pans in on a Lenovo notebook. That's B-roll, because it's not necessarily the person talking, but it's video that illustrates your story. Thank you very much for asking that. I would tend to, I would just skip right over that. So anyway, I'm going to find a piece of video about IBM here, and this is an image, but this is video. And I'm going to click this. You can see it's scanning through the video for me. I'm going to click that, and now I can actually look at this video and start and stop what I want. So I'll watch the video. This is from Reuters. Some guy working on a computer. I love that. Start's great. And we'll keep on going. I'm going to start here, and we'll just let it run a little bit. How much video you want of this. That's lovely. So this is actually a picture of the labs and IBM. I'm going to hit end. I could grab another piece of video if I wanted from the same time. Oh, I've got a, so foreground sound is what I talked about, somebody talking. When you do your B-roll, sometimes it's nice to have the actual sound going on. Like, let's say you want a B-roll of a spring shower. You would get the sound of the shower that would go on in the background while you're talking. I just want video only. And I'm going to set that as my thumbnail, which is all great. Let's save that. So a couple more things. I'll just pull in some creative stuff. I love that. We're going to start here, and we're going to end here. And I'm going to say B-roll, video only, save. Okay, so now I've got enough video, so I'm going to make my story. Now what it does, you'll notice this next interface, is down here, it has put in my entire text of my story, what I'm going to say, my voiceover, and allows me to fill assets. So I can put it in my web page, I can drop that in. And the neat thing is I'm dropping each one in, and let's say I want to have this one come in at the word 20. I don't know why I would want to do that, but let's say I did. In this particular case, I know China. Remember China? Chinese company. Whoops, I want that to start the word China. Lenovo, let's put in Lenovo stock chart here. Let's put in IBM stock chart that starts right here. I'm sorry, that's not long, it's too long. Let's put in this picture here. So really what I'm doing is I'm just filling up my entire script with videos and still images. I'm going to put in my IBM chart. This is going to be the worst video ever made, but it'll give you a sense of how it works. So I'm not really spending the amount of time I should in dropping this stuff in. It does tell you what's really nice. It tells you whether you've put anything in or not. It says whether you pinned or not. I haven't. I'm going to put in my puppies when I get to the word pissed. And what haven't I used yet? Oh yeah, this IBM chart. All right, I'm going to put that here. It can't be cut. Let's just take another one and drop it in. The infographics, by the way, have to be 8 seconds because there's animation involved, which is why it's not letting me drop it in there. So that's awesome. I approve that video. So the next thing it asks me to do is my voiceover. I'm going to record a voiceover here. You could upload your own voiceover. You could upload other things. I have a crappy mic on here. It's a Lenovo. Actually, I really like this notebook. But anyway, let's record it. It'll let you select different mics. In this case, I only have one. And again, this will be the worst voiceover ever. I've been a fan of the ThinkPad brand for more than 20 years. I recommend them to family, friends, viewers, and readers. But except in some business situations, I just can't anymore. 10 years ago, IBM sold the ThinkPad business to a Chinese company, Lenovo. For a while, nothing seemed to change, but there were clouds on the horizon. As the national China brand became tainted with espionage and hacking scandals, many US organizations started backing away from ThinkPad. Lenovo also seems to have strayed from the high-quality bar IBM set back in the 90s. Especially with IdeaPads, I've had lots of problems recently. Now, it takes years and years to build trust, but it is oh so easy to lose it. Just ask Brian Williams. When Lenovo purchased ThinkPad from IBM, they bought a great and trusted brand. Lately, though, they pissed that trust away. It's time for Lenovo to start putting IdeaPad customers first. Start. So, that's it. Now, if I had been really smart when I was doing this, I would have grabbed a picture of Brian Williams. I would have grabbed a picture of a dog piddling on a hydrant or something. But I didn't, because I'm doing it in 10 minutes or less. In 20 minutes, I can do all that great stuff. Oops. Close. I save it. And so now what it's doing is uploading that audio track up to the WotchIt servers. And then I hit approve, and I'm just going to make the video. Rob, you want to say anything else while we're doing this?
Sure. So,
Did you write the text?
you just did.
What I did is I took my story that I wrote, and I cut some words out and condensed it a little bit. But basically, that was what I put into WordPress.
I see. So this is your text.
This is my text.
But you could grab text from an article or a blog, put it into. You remember the first page where he went in and said start with a story. You put in the URL or you put in the text, and it condenses that text for voiceover for you.
So basically, you're collecting images to make the text come alive.
Exactly.
Is that the idea?
Exactly. Now, right now, there's no facility for you to turn a camera on and record yourself. There will be in an upcoming version. You could actually record yourself on video doing the whole thing if you want to have little images of your head in there. You could snip them out and put your pieces up there in another video editor. I'm just wanting to show you a super drop-dead simple way to create video of something you may have written, or of really a subset of what you've written, because it's not going to do the whole story.
Images come in based on the words that
keywords.
you use in the text.
Yes. So the keywords he identified.
So where do the question was, where do the videos and images come from?
No, they go based. He was saying they come based on the keyword.
Right. They're based on the keywords and stuff in the text. So it intelligently went and tried to find
So
those.
it analyzes the text, pulls out phrases, and matches the phrases to stuff in videos, and pulls the videos in.
From the sources I mentioned.
So does that mean all these videos in advance, somehow they've been analyzed?
Yeah, there's a lot of good, all the videos that we bring in from our partners all have really solid metadata in there.
So you have a big database of videos.
Yep,
Yeah.
and it gets bigger every minute.
Images and videos.
Very clever.
And that's some of the beauty of it. Yeah, go ahead.
It's all commercial free. The videos, the images.
It's
For the creator, yes.
for internet use only.
Yeah.
So we have license deals with all of these guys to put it up. So we have copyright valid license deals with them to put it up, and it's you can make money on it.
You say internet only. What else is there?
Broadcast TV.
I see. Okay.
I know it's not really out there.
But
that
whether
much.
it's subscription or free or
Yep.
free utilize doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah. You can't use the video you create in a commercial, but you can run commercial against it. You can do whatever you want with it. Sir, you had a question?
It's very
Yeah,
clever.
it has to be a WordPress website.
Nope.
Or get
Any website. Any website with text.
URL.
Yeah, I just want to show you WordPress because
Okay. Well, that's
here.
why I was wondering where
Yeah.
WordPress meetup.
trying to tailor it a little bit to you guys.
Is there a way to view the video as you're recording the audio? Because normally in like a studio, you have all your clips
Sure.
and you hot fire the clips as you talk.
Really good question. No.
Not yet, but this is where you review the video.
You
here.
can review it here and move stuff around. In the future, that's one. We had a request from a bunch of people for that. We're working on including that.
Transcripts?
Basically, your transcript is the text you just.
No, I realize that, but you don't. It doesn't generate transcripts because the audio hears them.
No. I mean, it's your script, so you have it, so you can use it and put it in.
Stuff you have has audio in it.
Right. No, I hear it. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. Duh. From the stuff that we may bring in from somebody else.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't do that. That's a really good idea, actually. We should be able to do on that stuff. Thank you. Yes. No, it doesn't, but yes, that's a good idea.
So just so you know, the premium version that we have, which is available to enterprise and will eventually be available to individual creators as well, we have about 45 voiceover people that are on staff who do voiceovers for our clients. So if you don't want to record your own video and you want to pay for the service, you can. We have professional video voiceover people who pick up the videos that we send to them and they do it.
How much? Multilingual?
Well, so far English and Spanish, but eventually we'll have many more languages.
How much?
Honestly, that's what we're going to put in place in a couple of months, but it won't be very. Right now, our enterprise clients pay up to $20, $25 a clip.
Not more than $20.
Not more than $20 a clip. So the individuals will pay less.
So what it's doing here, by the way, running in the background, this is where you do your final review and make sure it works. It hasn't done any of the animation or the cool video moving effects or the Ken Burns effect where he's got that picture and then he pans the camera around the picture. We do all that. Here I could move things around a little bit to your question about how you match where you want the video to show up.
But before you play it, Jim, I just want to. The idea here is folks for us to sort of emulate what WordPress has done, right? WordPress allows anyone to create a blog or a website using the tools they provide. We're democratizing video production. We're giving you tools to create video, providing you with sources of content that you wouldn't normally have. You can upload your own stuff as well. The idea is to make it simple, make it easy, and add video where it doesn't exist today. So right now what Jim did was literally super speed. If you spend a little time, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes the first few times, you can create some really, really good video. And then you get really good at it, and then it comes down to that 10, 15 minutes. But even 30 minutes to create a video with all those sources of content is pretty good.
What's your email? So, because I'll send you a notification when the video comes out, you can see it.
Yes, maybe.
Or anybody who wants.
I can spread it.
It's the crappiest video ever made, so you don't have to tell
Post
me.
it on the meetup.com page.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we'll put it up there. Yeah, that's a good call.
We'll send it to you.
So basically what it's doing, and this process takes 5 or 10 minutes, it's going up on our servers, grabbing all that media, coming up with high-res versions of it, so 1080p versions, on the website picture of my website and on the charts, the graphs, and the maps. It's doing sort of animation that makes it look, cool video-ish versus stagnant. Those pictures, it's doing the pan stuff. It's doing nice transitions between them. And basically, it's done. If it's the free version, it'll give you a embed code where you can embed a YouTube version of this video on wherever you want. And we don't have this paid version in place yet, but in another month or so we will. Probably a couple dollars, you'll be able to download the actual file and do with it what you will.
And in a month, this won't be happening. It'll be a lot quicker.
Yep. Yeah, you can put it on Vimeo. You can put it
Anywhere.
anywhere you want. Yeah, it's like $2 a video. Yeah.
How long do you anticipate these videos to be? Generally?
You could make them really long, but it gets kind of arduous. I mean,
Well,
we're
that's-
really designed for
We
1
have
to
anything
2
from
minutes, but
we
we'll
have
go
anything from
longer.
30 seconds to 2 to 3 minutes, but typically we advise that it should be a minute to minute and a half tops.
And just to give you an example of what some people are doing, sorry, I know we have another question over there. We've got a guy in Las Vegas, for example, who does a daily, what's happening in Las Vegas today? And he's using this to create a video about the text that he does. We had somebody who does more scripted video, and a poet who was saying, you know what?
Yeah.
I want to use this to illustrate my poetry. I want to read my poems and then use this to create video imagery or still image imagery
And
around my
all-
poems.
And on the enterprise side, we have USA Today, Hearst, New York Daily News, Huffington Post, Answers.com. All these guys creating hundreds of videos a day for their news, for their
Video
sites.
sources are news sources primarily.
Wait, we had a question, just 1 sec. He asked about news sources. Right now, a lot of it is news and entertainment news and regular news. But because there's so much video, because we have all these different sources, there's a lot of stuff that fits a lot of different things, like Getty and
Is
Corbis.
there a list of sources?
Sure, we can provide you with a list of sources.
So are you planning to offer longer versions in the future? Because
Well,
like a minute and a half is great.
You can create a video as long as you want. It's up to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or it's like 3 minutes.
Oh,
or
you
five
can
minutes.
create a video for as long as you want. It's just typically, the news videos that have been created so far by the USA Today's and Hearsts of the world typically stay shorter.
Okay, made my
So
video. You
you
want to look at
had-
my stupid video?
he
Wait, was there a
had-
question
he had
over
a
there? Yeah.
Will there be like a limit to how many videos you can upload? And when those videos are up there, if the rights change, right, and you bounced it already, like, you know, can you be under a violation of DCMA? Like, no?
No, so these are rights that we have. I mean, you
Yeah,
talk
so
about the
these are
rights.
rights cleared for you to use to distribute. You won't own the video per se, but you can take it and distribute it and run it on multiple sites and do what you want with it because we have the rights to let you do that.
So what
So
license?
you won't get,
can
no one will
we
come to
put
you.
on this? You can't.
So
There's no CC, you can't do
yeah,
CC.
but, yeah, you don't want to do you don't want to do a Creative Commons so that other people can take it and remix it and do things like that. Because in the end, and Ravi, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the end, these videos are coming from sources that sell their stuff. So we're
I
licensing.
I can't change license because the license is, you granted me a license, so I can't change that. I mean, right?
Right. Basically, we're allowing you to create a video with all these great sources, but we're not giving you the right to let anybody else then take the video that you've created and remix it and turn it into something else.
Unless you create a video with only your content.
Right.
If
My
it's
imagery.
your
my
imagery,
right.
your video, your own stuff.
Right, no, but I'm, yes, I'm,
Yeah.
your content, that's a different story.
Yeah.
And then can I specify the license in the content?
You mean attribution?
Well, yeah, well, or the license in the stuff, as part of metadata, is you have a little widget to do that.
So we don't put up at the end, one of the, Creative Commons or other licenses. It's a really good question.
No, we can provide credit.
Well, no, you can't, I'm just saying.
It's just the type of license that it's licensed under.
Yeah.
It's a really good idea. I know I was just diving into this because we want to bring in some video from archive.org, and I was talking to archive.org about all the different creative. Anyway,
right.
it's a really good idea. No,
Right.
right, but no, not right now. But it's a really good idea.
One more question.
Yep.
How's video help with SEO in general? YouTube, video?
I'm not an SEO expert. I've heard in the past that having video on your page improves the SEO and the Google juice, but I just don't. I'm not current with it, so maybe somebody else has.
See if you put the keywords in there. I don't know if that's something that has anything to do with SEO.
So we're YouTube partners, so
Yep.
you're talking that. YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. People don't realize that. They think it's like Bing, but it's actually YouTube. If you were to separate YouTube and Google. And they're also finding that younger demographics. So with view-through conversion on videos, most people when they're reading articles, especially like younger demos, they don't read the news article at all. They
Yeah.
watch the video at the top. So if you're on like BBC News or Huffington Post, you have to have like a 1-minute recap. You have to give people different ways to consume that. And so that's what it helps with SEO because people sometimes will search for videos instead of going and looking, for news articles. YouTube will start grabbing hot stories. So if something's going on with ISIS or Hillary Clinton, it will start to pull trending stories and recommend them to people sit organically in the YouTube interface.
The other thing that's not here yet, but we will have the ability to do real text overlays. So in a story like this, you'll be able to actually put something that says more on my website or with your website. All right, we're done.
That's also transcripts go a long way to helping the SEO.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And
This-
you'll have a-
transcript.
That's the video by
This is the actual real video. You can see how cool it is. It looks all. No, I don't know why, because it's not coming out of here. So I'm sorry.
Guys,
But
we're here.
anyway,
Just
we're
feel
done.
free to grab us.
We've been-
And,
So is the audio just not working?
No, it's working. It's working. Listen.
How do we get a beta invite? Can we just go to the website?
yeah, wotchit.com and it gets started.
Okay.
We're really quiet in here.
Robbie, can
It's a
you
little
limit the
pressing when I was
sources
speaking,
where
you
you
know,
look to? Can I limit the sources where you look to?
Can you limit the sources?
you have
Yeah,
all-
you can, absolutely.
So I can
You can
specify-
choose. You can specify Reuters only, AP only, video
I
only.
want speeches.
Anyway.
We'll connect out. He's trying to get us out here, so we'll connect.
Anybody wants to hear
Let me
it?
give you my card.
I'll show you.
Feel free to.
Sorry about it.
No, it's fine.
No, no.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry, we went
Like I said, I
over.
love doing stuff without a net because you never know what's going to work. Thanks, guys.